This is not how I wanted to start off the new year. This happened immediately after all the chaotic events in 2020, the worst year that so many of us will experience in our entire lives. Immediately when everyone thought that 2021 was going to be better, this is how it started off. Immediately after all of that, this happens. If you haven't already heard the news, Dr. Dre is in the intensive care unit at a hospital and is being given emergency medical attention for a brain aneurysm that he suffered. I know, take a second and think to yourself how terrible that news is. Just when we thought that the trend of rappers dying every 5.5 seconds in 2020 was over, this happens. I'm not saying that he's going to die because I hope to God that he won't, but this seems really ominous. Now, if the fact that he's in the ICU doesn't scare you enough already, he's in there for a brain aneurysm. If you don't already know, a brain aneurysm is when a weakness in a blood vessel in the brain balloons and fills with blood, and that is extremely bad. The brain is the single most important organ in a human's body, right up there with the heart, and if something happens to it, it usually doesn't end well. And an aneurysm is one of the worst things that can happen to it. If a blood vessel that is weak swells up and fills with blood, that might mean that it could rupture and burst. If that happens, there's about a 50% chance of survival, a coin flip, because the brain is very delicate, and something that massive happening to it cannot be handled by it very easily. According to sources, that has not happened, so we'll have to continue to monitor the news and see what comes forth, but it's not looking very good right now. And you also have to consider the fact that Dr. Dre is 55 years old, so he's not a very young guy. So the chance of survival further goes down because of his age. I don't even want to bring up this scenario, but it's important to do it because of just how likely it is to happen. But if he dies, that would essentially break the music industry. Dr. Dre is one of the most famous hip-hop and rap artists of all time, and if he dies, the entire rap game would be affected. He has brought so many legends into the music industry that have spread out and affected so much of the rap game that if he were to die, the fundamentals of the industry would be affected as well. I sincerely hope this does not happen, but if it does, that would devastate the music industry. Alright, so I recorded that bit a couple of days ago, but news has just come out that he has survived the worst part of the aneurysm and seems to be doing fine. He released a statement on Instagram and I'll read it. It says, quote, "Thanks to my family, friends, and fans for their interest and well wishes. I'm doing great and getting excellent care from my medical team. I will be out of the hospital and back home soon. Shout out to all of the great medical professionals at Cedars. One love," unquote. I am really glad he is doing okay because I was kind of stressing about this, but I just wanted to give you guys a complete background on the situation. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like if you haven't already, and make sure to follow me on Instagram at BeyondBMusic and to join my Discord server. The link is in the description below. So with that being said, this is Beyond. Very glad that the doctor is doing alright, and signing out.
Walk up in the club and then we make a mess. Disrespect dripping from the chain in my veins. Show we can't protect the ice that we're chilling and the mice that we're grilling. They're hanging from the ceiling. Oh, you know it's so fucking thrilling. Strut around with confidence like we're in a pool. Did the bell just ring? Cause you're about to get schooled. Since you got no ED, you're about to be fooled. The law is that we have to be the best, so it rules.